Hi teachers. So in this video, I'm just going to basically take you through how to make a Socrative quiz, and then launch the quiz, and then ultimately what to do at the end as far as looking at the grades and downloading the data. I think you're going to see. It's really, really simple. So whenever you want to make a quiz, what you would do is click up here where it says quiz, and then you'd hit add quiz. Okay? And then I always create a new quiz, and it gives you three main types of questions, and you'll see just like kind of any quiz option. Is it green? I guess is going to be my question. It can be whatever you want. And then you can put in your options for what you want it to be. Yes, no, maybe. And then over here, you click whatever one is the right one. And then save it. Okay, and that's basically it. And you can move it up and down. And if you want to duplicate it, you can hit this button and say, is it yellow? And that saves you some time in case you have similar questions. And that's basically how to make your quiz. Okay, and I think you'll see it's pretty darn easy to make it. True, false, short answer, so on and so forth. All right, so then after, let's say you've made your quiz, so we'll call it sample. Oops. Let's just give it a question. Okay, so then you save it, and then what you're going to want to do now is launch your quiz. So let's just say you've made it now, and the kids are coming into class, and it's time to launch it. So what you would do, go back to the home screen here. So you're back at the home screen, and then you would hit launch. Okay, and then after you click the launch button, what will happen is it'll give you the option to choose the quiz. So I say launch quiz. So then I'm going to launch my sample quiz, and then it gives you some options here. So let me explain the options to you. I will always use this for formative assessment, so instant feedback. And then, so what that'll do, I hit the show final score. So as the kids answer one question at a time, I'll say you got it right, you got it wrong, you got it right, so they can really kind of gauge whether or not they understand the information. If I'm giving it as a summative assessment, I'll use open navigation. So it's kind of like a test. They can go back and forth in the questions. They don't know if they got it right or wrong. And then I always hit this. So at the very end, they submit their answer, and it'll tell them that you got a 95 on the quiz. And they won't see what they got right or wrong just yet. Okay? So that's how you basically give them the quiz. And from their point of view, as they go to Socrative.com, what they would do is they just go to student instead of teacher, and they put in your code. Like I made mine my last name. Yours will probably give you a random code. I have the pro account. This is actually the only site I use to sign up for a pro account just because I really love the site and I use it so much. But you'll still have a random code that you'll give the kids. So that's it. So after you make it, you launch it, and then they can take the quiz. All right. So then after the quiz, what's going to happen is, actually, let's just launch one so you can see what I'm talking about. So launch it. Let's just make it instant feedback, and then it'll start going. Okay. And what happened is these questions will fill in live time for all your kids. They'll tell you if they're getting them right or they're wrong. And at the very end, after each class, what I'll do is I'll hit finish. And you can just view the chart, which will take you back to here, or what I like to do is I like to download my kids' results, so I have it. So I will almost always kind of download all of them, and you hit download, and it'll download like Excel files and such, and then so you have all the data of all the different stuff. So that's what I got. And then if you want to have a kid see how they did, what I do is I digitally pass back my tests. So what I'll do is basically, because it gives me a copy of every kid's test, I guess I can just show you that if you'd like. Then what it'll do is it will, you can just kind of pass it back to that kid. So through Google Classroom or however else you want to pass back your paper. So that's what I do. And just a little tip that I do, just saving time, is I have all kids have like a secret code name. So when I can just pass back all the tests to all the kids, so no one knows who tree is or apple or anything like that. But if you're not comfortable with that, or that's not something you want to do, you can individually pass back the kids. It just takes a little bit more time. So that's Socrative. And there's other little features here that you can explore on your own if you want to answer just like really quick questions or other stuff like that. There's definitely some other features to explore, but I'll tell you right now, I use this at least once, twice a week, and every way I use it is pretty much the way I just described to you. Give a quiz, they can assess themselves, or it takes care of the grading for me. I mean, that's it. It's simple and easy, and it saves you tons of time. So enjoy using Socrative.